Hey, just out of curiosity, Diabetes, what's the name of that instrument that they make out of the moonshine jug anyway? Or is it just the moonshine jug?
The thing with the triple X's on it?
Yeah, that one.
The empty one where you blow across the top of it and it goes, whoo. Well, from what my daddy always told me, it's called a "Son, go get me more whiskey!"
Well, I've got fans on the Justin.tv account that I threw together one night and broadcast for 20 minutes on. Yeah, I do. Who are these? What?
At same time.
Okay.
Fuck, now there's going to be continuity issues. I hope you're happy.
That's a perfect way to break the tension.
Shoot her!
How was it that they were able to... How was it they were able to carry her away? Oh, because she didn't have her armor.
She's a girl, and girls are very delicate creatures.
And she changed her outfits between rooms.
Well, it wouldn't have been able to pick her up if she had a suit of armor on, now would it?
Which would have made it hilarious. When it
would have just swooped down, grabbed her, and flown away, but his legs would have ripped off and stayed on her shoulders.
I think they're dead.
I think you shot them with your bullets.
Looks like you cats aren't going to be bugging me anymore, eh?
Now, you know, if you actually go back out that room that you came in through that door and climb out one of the windows near there, you can find a butterfly lamp to put all these eye pieces into and then sell that so you got money, buy back shit.
Maxwell didn't know, but I knew I had to tell him.
So this is Resident Evil 4. This is a game where you invade this castle to steal back your ale that the probation cops took.
We need a new name for the Ustream channel.
Instead of what?
Instead of Gamebridge testing thing. Which is what it's been since I started messing with it, I think, on New Year's.
Call it Country Fun Time Jamboree.
Call it something really unappealing.
That's an idea.
Something really unappealing? Name it Fair.
Oh! Oh, you scamp.
You know,
you lovable rascal, you.
Smell of, you know, in some cultures, that smell of butt on thumb is apparently very erotic.
What?
Would you say it's an aphrodisiac?
It's a part of the New Hampshire mating ritual.
What did you say it was?
Erotic!
Thank you!
Around these parts, we call it a mustache crayon.
I'm having trouble comprehending that.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Was I supposed
We need to switch to the webcam for that.
I don't even know.
Well, enjoy your mustache.
Okay.
And don't
Fine,
go
but if you're
sniffing
going
any
to switch to the
flowers.
webcam, you're also going to need to fold laundry and do other stupid, mundane shit in front of it.
Like watch anime!
I tried to go find a Woolly Bully so we could play that.
Wooly Willy?
No, Woolly Bully. The thing with the iron filings. Where
Yeah,
Wooly Willy.
I thought you called it Woolly Bully.
Woolly Bully?
Willy.
That's what I call my dick when I rape people.
Okay.
It's woolly? You put a tiny sweater on it, or what?
I wanted to get that.
Well, you gotta make it look cute and presentable to entice them.
If you want to look preppy, do you like tie it around the end and throw it over the back?
I put a small baseball cap on it backwards.
Do you draw a smiley face on it too with the Sharpie?
Yeah.
You're like in a bush and they see it.
Oh yeah, it is.
And they're like,
It's gonna be in a bush, alright.
Do you give it a little dapper hat to wear too? Just so
A
it
penis
looks
sweater in the
non-threatening?
hand is worth two in the bush, if you know what I'm saying.
a tiny
Put some rouge
monocle.
on it so it looks like my dick is in touch with its feminine side.
It needs to have a little monocle so that they know that it has money.
I have a piercing on it, yes.
A little top hat.
Absolutely. I'm not circumcised.
That's more of a turtleneck sweater than a top hat. And the channel goes silent.
So, well, how does that actually draw in the ladies? Do you like bury yourself in sand so that they only see that? And then they're like,
It's a
hey,
tiny
that's a
gentleman.
man.
I'm sure that really entices him. What's this dick sticking up out of the ground? Let's have a closer look.
Does your dick just pose as like a moneyed gentleman and you pose as his caddy or like servant or something?
It's kind of like a good cop, bad cop kind of relationship.
It yells at you when you touch the stereo.
No, my dick is the good cop, then I'm the bad cop.
So your dick is the one that gives them the lovin', while you're punching them in the back of the head and pulling their hair and screaming
what I do
violently.
is I paint one side of my dick red and the other side blue, and then I twist it and like over and over again. I let it go so it spins really, really fast. So it looks like they're under arrest, and so then they stop. They're like, "What I do, officer?" And I'm like, "I'll show you." And then it takes care of itself.
Do you go woo while it spins?
Well, the wind pressure coming from the hole does that for me.
I'm gonna try that right now, actually.
Make sure you twist it good and tight.
Yeah, that might not work too well in a wheelchair.
Oh,
you need at least 200 or 300
up,
turns.
I mean, it's not...
Well, see, the wheelchair will give that sort of a sympathetic aspect.
Well, if you do the siren thing while you're in the wheelchair, you look even more legit, like you're in a cop car.
Or like you're a cop that got wounded, being a hero.
You know what? I should see about buying a second wheelchair and then welding it to the side of the first wheelchair, so it's like a little sidecar.
Why don't you get a little tiny wheelchair for your penis, and then women will feel sorry for you.
What if you get an even bigger wheelchair and put your wheelchair inside that wheelchair and say your wheelchair got wounded?
Take one of the wheels off the original wheelchair.
Replace it with a wooden wheel?
See, what you do is break off the wheel from your wheelchair, put it in a handicapped parking space, and so you'll always have a handicapped parking space available.
Now, actually, back in Pennsylvania, what we used to do was have somebody in the car act like they were retarded, usually the person that was sitting in the shotgun position. And that's how you get away with getting handicapped parking spaces without getting a ticket.
It's not like you're reading off from an actual, manual.
Wait, don't people have to, see you park, though?
You reading from a pamphlet they gave you in driver's ed down there?
It's Diabetes' autobiography. How to act retarded.
Please read my autobiography. It's called...
It's just 300 pages
of Country Road Time Jamboree Disney World.
Split and shoot everybody?
That's the subtitle.
I'm sorry, but this isn't complete. It doesn't have anything about a pantsless wedding last week. 2 weeks ago.
I'm making a revised edition right now. Watch for it on bookshelves. Your local Barnes & Noble next week.
It's split now. Not doing it anymore.
I can't. I've been banned from my local...
Run past.
I've been banned from my local Barnes & Noble after that jar of yellow fluid incident.
Just don't pay attention to that. It's okay.
You see, now you got me curious.
About my dick?
Bi curious?
No. Let's not go that far yet.
Bi curious.
Alright, we'll just stick with the heavy petting for now.
It doesn't count if it's only practice.
Next thing you know, they're going to be sharing malts.
Wait, Fair, I thought that rule was about other zip codes.
Yeah, that too. There's a lot of clauses.
Good.
Oh. That just destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Except for the one block of wood that you wanted it to.
Forget where the blocks of wood.
They're in the gears.
I'm thinking right now that that video where they were showing Krauser for the first time last time, it was supposed to be all dramatic, except they've never shown him in the series before. Has anybody figured out why the fuck they decided to be so dramatic with that? Was there something I missed here in the series?
Japan?
It's because they hadn't introduced him before, so they had to really wrap it up and make it seem like it was important.
And what better way to do that than by cutting to a shot of the lower half of his face where he's saying, "I'm American like you"?
That was the whole point, really.
Yeah.
It's like, in Japanese terms, it would be like Frankenstein fighting another Frankenstein. Having two Americans fight each other like that.
That'd be pretty awesome,
I
actually.
think it's more like Hulk Hogan fighting Macho Man Randy Savage.
I love any game that has revolving bridges like that.
Those are the two most American people I could think of.
Did the Japanese think that if 2 Americans fought, the world would end?
Wouldn't
If it were
it?
Hulk Hogan and Savage, yeah.
Or maybe like Hulk Hogan versus
you gotta
Evel
refer to him
Knievel.
by his full name.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Well, I mean, Hulk Hogan has his TV show. The Macho Man Randy Savage has his rap album.
Are
I
we
changed-
assuming that either of these are successful in any way?
I think Evel Knievel has his death, so
Yeah.
he's got that going for him.
I'm going Hulk Hogan, Evel Knievel as the ultimate fight.
I kind of feel
Okay.
like Tom Hanks should be in there though, because he's really American.
He's not like a fighter though.
He could portray one.
He might be like a coach. He could be like in Evel Knievel's corner, massaging his shoulders between rounds.
Well, wait a second, what about Jesus? I mean, I've been all over the South now
Not
for 6
American.
months. You
He's
know,
not
they seem to
American.
think he's American.
He is pacifist.
They seem to think so.
Completely not American.
This was American.
He is
Where
from.
would you
Uh,
try
Land
telling
of
that to people
Israel.
in the Bible
Yeah.
Belt?
Where would
He's an
Sylvester Stallone
Israelite.
fit into all this?
Who?
The low would be the.
What about General
I think he
Patton?
would be doing a sequel to that
what about John
that arm
Wayne?
wrestling trucker
Yes,
movie
John
earlier.
Wayne.
Over the top.
Whatever it was called.
Imagine a
It's
team
called
up
Over
of
the
Tom
Top.
Hanks and John Wayne.
One of the greatest movies ever made.
That would
Maybe it'd be
Was
like
he
a tag
struggling
team
with drug
match.
addiction?
John Wayne would be Hulk Hogan's partner.
Do the triple suplex, Pilgrim.
And then
Gizmo Tinker says now that the American version of the Bible takes place in Texas, and I'm inclined to believe that.
use the
So
short
he's
burst
off my
too.
shit list. You should be happy.
isn't the American version of the Bible the Mormon Book of Mormon?
No, and it's added
think,
underneath from Attila because that way nobody messes with it.
I think the American version of the Bible is Sports Illustrated.
Yes, Zero, they do have a manga Bible. I've seen it.
I used to sell copies of it. It was awful.
So does your laser have limited
Oh
batteries?
yeah,
Okay.
they say John McClane here.
John McCain?
John McClane
Oh,
from Die Hard.
he's not a real person.
The o-
So
John McClane versus John McCain in Mortal Kombat.
Die Hard.
So, just out of curiosity, what would John McCain's fatality be? He just developed some other form
would
of
be-
skin cancer or something?
Raise your arms and finish him. I can't do
Start a
that.
war with Iran, and that would somehow end in the other guy getting killed. Well, the other guy gets drafted, and he goes to Iran, and then he dies.
He would use the torture techniques that he learned from the Vietnamese.
He would torture himself.
He'd crush them under his massive, printed out medical history records.
And or his jowls.
I think the little thing of skin that kind of runs weird down one of his cheeks would just kind of extend out and envelop itself around the other person.
Like it's
he
a
has rockets.
shape-shifting prehensile
We have
limb.
lasers.
Yeah. Well, isn't it?
They suggest that you use a different weapon, Evec, because the laser is becoming boring and the plaga don't come out. I don't know if that's a misspelling or if whoever wrote that's an idiot.
It's
I'd say pretty much all of the above.
Okay, Ultimate American match. Hulk Hogan and John Wayne tag team versus Evel Knievel and JFK.
I'd pay to watch that.
yeah,
Oh, where the fuck's my lighter? God damn it.
The only weapons I've got is the Tommy gun, the PRL, and the hand cannon.
And
Try the,
on top of that,
hand cannon
Tom Hanks would be the
Or-
referee.
kill all those guys with lasers. Okay.
Color channel says like
He holds it in a very gay way.
I know.
I'll shoot you.
So where's the part where you load the bootleg alcohol into the truck and have to drive through the city while the cops shoot at you?
I'll upload a video of myself doing that last week shortly.
Good job.
Oh, you mean in Resident Evil 4? I'm pretty sure that's if you put the Claire disc in first.
They're trying to get you as much money as possible so you can start to work with.
And it was about then that them old pluggers showed up.
Now
I'm
pop
hearing
out of the
some
bathroom
static.
and unload that at Jules and Vince.
Now, don't worry about money, because I'm going to sell the laser and the Tommy gun, and then I'll have millions of monies. So.
You got yourself a sugar
I
daddy.
think you don't actually get a lot of money for the laser at all, because it's free when
No, if-
you beat the game.
So will there
There
be
will
a
be
time in
lots
this
of money,
playthrough
don't
where
worry.
someone makes Leon an offer that he can't refuse?
Just keep going.
Well, I don't want to know because if you are, what do you do? Just keep using it. You got all the ammo.
You don't need to shoot those. You just take them.
Oh, sorry.
No, he has to. Shoot them. You're an American, you don't like art. Shoot them!
I'm an American. I don't like art unless it's got big old titties on it.
Unless it was made
Hold
by
on.
Thomas Kincaid, I don't think it's American.
Wait. Okay, after this is fight with Right Hand Man, and...
What about that picture of the Twin Towers and the space shuttle and Hulk Hogan and the monster truck and the eagle crying?
I gotta see how far...
And the wolf running across the Alaskan wilderness.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
pretty
it's got
American
Dale
picture.
Earnhardt worked in there somewhere.
And somewhere in the background, there's a child eating apple pie.
Oh, we got pretty far.
I mean,
Okay.
there's Ben Franklin who has King George III in a headlock and giving him a noogie.
Okay. We got all the way past the
Right hand
the
man.
minecart area.
Yeah. It's a little while.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just my personal preference, but I think that this kid here, if he was voiced by that Luis Guzman guy, or whatever the hell his name is, who was in that movie Served, it would be a much more entertaining game.
Was that a Nickelodeon show?
No. You're thinking of Salute Your Shorts.
Ah, yes.
I think
I
if
think
he
it
was
was
voiced by
show.
Louis Anderson, it would be a much better game.
You remember when he
What's he up
hosted
to these
Family
days anyway?
He hosts
Well, he had
Family
that-
Feud. I think he hosts Family
We
Feud now.
surveyed 100 people.
I thought they replaced him with Richard Karn.
Oh yeah, they did.
Well, they did. They did. He
I
didn't
loved
last
it.
very
I love
Yeah,
Life
just
with Louie.
that-
That was an awesome cartoon.
Yeah, but it was
It was like,
entertainment. So they
My
were trying to
childhood
teach
was
shit.
horrible. I'm going to make a cartoon about it.
My dad is abusive. This will make a hilarious cartoon.
I'm gonna voice everybody because I'm that fucked up.
Why
Yeah,
did he play
Louie,
the-
clean your room. I'm your mother. Yeah, Mom, I don't want to clean my room, Mother. Yeah, you do what your mother says. I'm your father.
Let's all eat cheeseburgers now.
Why was he not friends with any black people on the show? That's what I want to know.
Does he live in
Yeah, I ate
Wisconsin?
them all because I thought they were chocolate. Yeah.
Wait, is he a 1920s gangster from Chicago?
You just noticed that now?
No, he means Louis
It
Anderson.
fits in with the theme of the game, at least.
Louis Anderson voices
The Louis Anderson bootlegger game?
This is what I got here. We got
AKA Resident Evil 4.
coffee ice cream with fudge in it.
Yeah.
It's caffeinated.
Caffeinated ice cream?
Yeah.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
So do you.
Yes, they still have a family feud.
Oh. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat all this ice cream. Yeah.